Environmental problems become more severe, but the natural resources decreasing and the magnitude of environmental damages arousing concerns. According to the desert zones in the article, desert escapes don't give these up to conserve energy. Reporter Jim Code writes that there has been a great deal of discussion lately about global warming and the lifestyle of living green. By conserving all of our natural resources, we impact our planet less and reduce the rate of greenhouse productions. In order to protect our environment, we must first look at how our natural resources are decreasing. Second, discuss the consumptions of them, and finally give you a solution of how to save our natural resources by making your home a little greener. Our natural resources are decreasing and becoming a problem for us. According to Tony Prado, author of Natural Resources and Environmental Economics, tells us that most resource problems involve three elements: decreasing of exhaustible resources like oil, coal, and fossil fuels, or exploration of renewable sources like forests, and environmental pollution. So first let me tell you, we are totally dependent on natural resources, and eventually we will make our natural resources and raw material energy to change our environmental. The clothes you're wearing, the desk you're sitting on, your house, the TV you watch, your school, your books, and anything in the city comes from our natural resources. Natural resources maintain human life, and these things are decreasing. The only renewable resources that we have that come in limitless amount is the sunlight and wind. Many scientists think that because of the decreasing of our population, as the natural resources will become a big problem for society in the future. There are a lot of non-renewable resources like oil, gas, and water, minerals like iron and aluminum. They are found in strictly limited quantities on our planet and are not replenished by natural process. Let me give you a little information about the consumption. Our natural resources decrease because of our overconsumption of them, and it's becoming a global environmental problem. According to the Greenhouse Press of San Diego, in the article Opposing Views, Global Resources, reporter Kozik writes that many scientists calculate that because of the world's increasing population, increased human consumption and activity will rapidly decrease and exhaust the Earth's vital natural resources. According to the Sierra Club, an environmental organization, says that water scarcity will be felt by 4 out of 10 people and will impact every continent throughout the world because of the unsustainable consumption of water. It is projected that by 2025, almost 2 billion people will be living in a country or region where there will be water scarcity. Or in America, 2018 million people will be within a 10-mile radius of a polluted water source. Kosick also writes that population increase will exert more pressure on land, soil, forest, water, and other resources. What level of consumption are we using from our natural resources? Developed countries of the world have 25% of the population, but consume 75% of all energy, 85% of wood products, and 72% of steel products. The United States consumes the most of all. We are one of the most developed countries, and we consume about twice as much per person on energy and our natural resources than other developed countries like British, France, and Japan. From 1940 to 1975, the United States have consumed more minerals than all humanity, and our consumption rate, our most resources, is still rising. Now let me talk to you a little bit about how to save your natural resources. You can save by making your house a little greener. First, the big thing is to conserve. A way to conserve is switch all your old light bulbs by replacing them with compact fluorescent light lamps, and these actually are 75% less energy, use less percent energy. You can also buy energy star appliances like refrigerators, which waste 20% energy, dishwashers, which use 10% energy, a dryer and washer, which use 30% less energy and about 50% less water. You can also conserve on water by watering your grass less, buying low flow faucets and shower heads, which both use about 30% less water. In conclusion, in order to protect our natural resources, I first told you about the problem of the decreasing. Secondly, I told you about the consumption, and thirdly, some solutions. Sue Becklin, author of Natural Resources, the Concise Encyclopedia of Economics, tells us that the Earth's natural resources are limited, which means that if we use them constantly, the way we are, we eventually exhaust them. And this is a basic observation of what you see around you. And I think that's something we must consider, and a way to save our natural resources, make sure you conserve a lot. Thank you.